Alright folks, we are live here. Sorry about that. A little bit of technical difficulties on the start. We are back from the CRL network here at Dover for a 200-mile, 200-lap race in the Xfinity series. In the booth, as always, is 3 Flashes and B-Train. This race has already started. We started the stream, but I didn't get the stream to click on here when we switched over to the main race. My apologies. We are good to go now, and we're only 5 laps in and getting ready to restart here. Super Shifter was on the pole.
We should be 8 laps in. We're 8 laps into this race.
Yeah, 8 laps after the caution
Yes.
flag here. And we are green again.
There we go.
Nixium out in front now after this caution changes things. And you guys didn't get to hear it as the start of the stream, but Train had a good track fact here. The biggest concrete racetrack is not Dover.
Yes.
I know Dover is a mile and it's entirely concrete, but Nashville Super Speedway, right, at 1.333 miles.
You should be around
is
1.33. Let me make sure that's back right there. That's close.
That is.
They usually don't get it that exact. That's why I'm speculating that. I'm the kind of guy. What? Oh, that's Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. I'm like, what the heck? Wait, so then, what is just Nashville Speedway then?
Super Speedway.
Nashville Super Speedway?
Yes. Battle for Second is on right now.
Pardon me, guys. I'm so sorry. I just had a brain fart. But yes, it is the biggest asphalt track on the NASCAR circuit. Well, my track fact, yeah, you were right. It's 1.1. You were right on the money there. But my track fact from yesterday was a year outdated. We're adding one more track to the 14-degree bankings.
Nashville?
Nashville Motor Speedway. Louisville Super Speedway. It's
Wow,
14 degrees. It's a very popular degree, apparently. But that's
Looks
5
like we'll get
tracks.
to turn some laps at that racetrack as well on the new game.
Yep, makes it 4 tracks. And I've got to say something about this new game real quick. If you don't mind me displaying my opinion.
Sure.
I am kind of frustrated that there's no trucks or Xfinity series. If there was just Xfinity, I'd go, okay, I can get over this. But without even Xfinity in the game, I'm like, because a lot of these leagues have had plans in the works for 6 months now, working on schedules, putting work into these new tracks, with new schedules with these cars, and putting in a lot of man-hour work into this game. And for them not to give us trucks and Xfinity cars throws a lot of that work right down the drain. So I gotta shout out to them and say, hey guys, this needs to get fixed as soon as possible. We put too much effort into building leagues and building all these schedules. Well, you guys would not release the date of the game. So it's not our fault. You guys need to fix that. If we knew the date and we knew what was going on, that would have been nice.
Yeah, as we watch Nixium lead here, he's pulled out to a pretty healthy lead over second place car here. As we go to him on camera here, if we can get to it.
I gotta apologize to you for that.
Chase
3
Dreamer.
Flashes. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I know I just displayed a really thick opinion, and I apologize.
No, I have to agree with you. But I actually see some leagues possibly still running this game on some of those series that they want to run Xfinity and trucks on. Because the servers will be open for a while. I don't think they'll shut them down anytime soon. So I think I see a few leagues still trying that solution. Whether or not this new game blows this game away, that will probably be what the decision comes to.
Yeah.
If these guys continue to run at all on this game. But yeah, out front right now. I actually took a second to try to figure out who was in second. Did not expect it, honestly, to be Chase Dreamer. He's looking like he's having a good run tonight in that 7 car. Nice looking paint scheme too.
Yeah,
Great groove.
very. I love that scheme. I gotta shout that out too. Love that scheme.
92 of Super Shifter on pit road here, just coming off. Nixium out in front right now, laying down some great lap times. Now, in this stage situation here, it's 25 laps to go. And these guys are only about a lap or two short. I feel like some of these guys might try to save, but I don't know if they'll be able to get it done. We'll have to watch and see.
Well, I'm just noticing that there is nobody watching the stream. I'm gonna change that. Guys, if you're on the stream, I only see one viewer, and that's myself currently. But if you're in here, please get in here and leave a comment. I'll be watching the comments all night. Please comment something, and I will get back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. That'll be great as we have you up here doing that. But yeah, it continues to be Nixium out in front. We have 23 laps remaining. And yeah, I'm watching the 5 car of Heathen stream. He's currently running in the 6th position, actually battling now for the 4th spot. Let's check on what's going on there. And actually, as I went to him, he spins out on his stream. It's a little bit delayed for us on that end, so he's actually behind now by quite a bit. But he was about a lap short, so that's the question. Can any of these guys actually make it?
I think you definitely can make it here. It depends on how you drive these corners. You can save a lot of gas in these corners, depending on how you drive them. So I definitely could see some guys making it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll watch and see what happens here. Right now, Nixium is on cruise control. It's looking like he's not saving, but who knows? He's on a wheel. He has that ability to shift it in neutral if he needs to. You see the 51 of Chevy Man kind of catching him, but...
Sorry, pardon me. But it's not only about him having a steering wheel. He also needs to have that shifter. And without having that, it's like a $60 shifter, or for other companies it could be more. You can't take it out of gear.
Right. I believe he does have that. So he has used it in his advantage before, from what I've seen of him. So I think he would be trying that here if he thinks he can make it. But that is again, that's going to be the question if anybody is attempting that in this first stage here. Second stage is going to be a couple laps shorter, so I'm pretty sure they will try that. But here at Dover, you do lose a little bit of fuel over the run, even if you're saving, so it is pretty difficult, but I think we might be seeing a little bit of it here as the 51 of Chevy is tracked down Nixium. First 2 stages are about 45 laps apiece, and then we'll have a 107 lap final stage. Chevy all over that back bumper of Nixium. Chase Dreamer is in the 3rd spot, a little bit behind them.
Sorry, guys. I'm not being too entertaining right now. Um, I'm just sending out stuff to uh, Discord chats and stuff to try to get some interest in here. Um, I've got a question. Well, this is relatively easy going. Have you guys ever thought about like promoting or anything like that?
Oh yeah, we have some on the heat pages, the community pages when the races go out. I know um, Grant normally would do a post too for the Cup races. But yeah, I mean we've drawn a few attention from there, and we normally see Mr. Rock NASCAR join in here and watch the broadcast at some point during these races. So we'll be looking for him to jump in here as well. You'll probably see him in chat if you're watching it over tonight. Oh,
Yeah.
the 8 of Nixium is deciding to come down and pit here.
I don't know if that's
All right,
the
so
move.
he is not saving.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the move. I think saving's got to be the move here to win the race, to win the stage here, and possibly the race. It comes down to that.
So as that cycles around, it's going to put Chevy out in front.
I'd also like to
Then
note
it
that this is a very short race, guys. This race is going to fly by. It's only a 200 miler, so it means it's going to be even half that for us. Actually, no, we do a full, don't we? We forgot about that. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I thought,
it's still a pretty short one though.
yeah, it's still pretty short for that. It's about the same. It's the same
We
length
are
as Cup.
almost done with stage. We are almost done with stage 1 here. As the 7 of Chase Dreamer now is on pit road, so he is also not saving. Still waiting for that 51. Let's see where he is on pit road now as well. So all these guys deciding to come on down. That should bring the 08 to the lead. Zach. And he is signaling that he's going to pit. So that puts the 9 of Heathen out in front after spinning out in this stage already.
And I know he's gonna try to make it. Heathen is a gambler. All right. He knows when to
and
hold
behind
him.
him,
He knows when to fold him. He's got it.
very possibly behind him is his student in that 10 car, CCDN Loading. I wonder if he's on the same strategy. No, the 10 is going to pit as I say that. So now it's just the fact of if Heathen's going to try to stretch this or not.
Yeah, I think he might be able to learn a little bit. As Heathen goes into the wall, I got the name for Heathen. I got the nickname, and I gotta thank Kenny Rogers for it. I got Heathen's nickname. You wanna know what it is? The Gambler.
Sure. The Gambler, okay.
The Gambler. That's a good nickname. He knows when to hold. Okay, that's enough. We don't need to get copyrighted. But you get where I'm going there.
Well, he is saving. He threw it in neutral. That's why he hit the wall. This 9 car is going to try to make it. He is our leader. Let's see if he can do it. Now, keep in mind, he's throwing it in neutral on a controller right now.
Alright, if he does not make a top 5, he gets an interview. Do you know why?
Huh.
Because I want to ask him if that nickname is okay. The Gambler. It's a pretty epic nickname. Come on, I think it's a good nickname. See, that's my job, is to come up with nicknames like the Doctor, or the Conductor, or the Gambler. I'm still working on nicknames, guys. It takes a second. All right, you gotta develop these things. And not every guy can have a nickname. Some people are special, like Three Flashes.
Well, I want to say right now, the 1 car of Drake is actually out in front at this point. He just passed the 9 of Heathen. He has been saving this whole time, too. Question is, who saved more? Can the 1 make it? Here comes the 9 back up to him.
And it's kind of weird seeing LA Fatality in such a bright scheme. He seems to run a little bit darker schemes and that kind of stuff. So, looking at him.
I got to correct it again here. The 18 is actually being shown as the leader. We have 2 to go. Is he going to make it on fuel?
Do you know when to hold him? Did he know when to fold him? We're gonna find out.
He's out. It looks like the 18 might be out. This is the last lap, I think. I'm lost on what lap it is with these guys because they're all trying to do this.
I
The
believe that
18.
ShamWow in the comments. Hi, buddy.
'18 is out. The 9 and the 1 are both out. I think the 9 is coming across the line. I believe the 9 of Heathen won the stage. The 9, no. The 11 of Serving Cone was able to get by him after pitting and has won the stage. That was the most confusing first stage I think I've ever seen. The 11 of Serving Cone wins the stage, Party second. I'm thinking those guys took 2 tires or something and still decided to pit. I'm not really sure what they did to get in front of everybody else because they pitted. Unless they backed off way early and were saving and then they caught them late in the going. But either way, Serving Cone wins the stage, Party second, Heathen third, Drake 4th, Gator 5th, Super Shifter 6th, Chevy 7th, Nixium 8th, all in the lead lap, Chase 9th, and will get the wave around. And Zach is 10th. He's going to be 1 lap down, but the first one lap down when we go green for stage 2. Wow, what a first stage here.
Yeah, that's quite the ending there. We never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Dover. It's the monster here, guys. Serving Cone out front for the restart. Is that? I don't want to get this wrong. Actually, I'm just gonna go look. Oh man, who's party filling in for tonight? Is that it's either King Keebs or you know him. You know the numbers better than I do. I know that for sure. In the 44.
In the 44, that
It's
yeah,
party
that
tonight.
yeah, I believe that is going to be considered him subbing for Keebs, but I'm not sure here. I know that 44 hasn't made a start in a while, at least with Keebs behind the wheel, so I'll have to find that out. But looks like we're under caution once again, in-game caution, as this got back going. So another stoppage to this race here, but first caution of the race, well, excuse me, second caution of the race. We did have one early on at the very start.
Gotta do another shout out to Ice Wizards. Thank you for watching the stream, man. Appreciate your time, and every time you get in here, I'll try to shout out every viewer that comes in here, guys.
We're loving to have you in here as we are watching this race unfold. We are about to go back under green with the 8 of Nixium in the lead and Super Shifter in the 92 in second. Green, green, green. Super Shifter goes to the apron here, trying to make a run at Nixium on this restart here in stage 2. Again, same kind of situation here. The fuel is going to be right on the verge of making it. I think that caution helped them out a lot, though.
Yeah, but did everybody pit? I think most people got to pit just to make sure. I don't know. With caution should help.
Yeah.
Should have them make it though.
Yeah, this is what happened to put them in that situation in the first stage. That caution came out, one caution, and that set it up for a few of them to be able to try it. We're in the same situation now, so it's going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here, if they start saving earlier rather than later.
All right, I'm gonna be taking a poll all night. Tomorrow night,
All right.
I might not be here. I'm gonna leave it up to the viewers. Should I go to Dirk's Bentley or should I be here with you guys? Commentating. That is the question of the night.
Do I get a vote?
No. You can tell me your opinion, but you don't get a vote. What's your vote?
You should be here, man. That's my opinion.
Oh man.
Looks like the 18 is in the wall. He's around. Oh, we got a big one actually there. The 7's around the 44 of Party. That was chasing the 7. The 10 of CCD and Loading as well got damaged from that. Now this is going to put them in the window of being able to make it. So they'll pit here and probably have no issues with fuel now.
I can see them not pitting and making it too.
Yes, I could see that as well. Or maybe some 2-tire calls since we just had a caution.
Yes.
His tires are not the worst thing here, at least for lap times. They might affect your handling a little bit depending on your preset, but lap times not fall off too bad like some other places.
All right, quick trivia. When did Dover open? You know?
Dover. That would be 1950.
1969.
Oh, man, I actually knew that, too.
Yeah.
I should have thought about it longer. Because I believe it opened straight up as a, well, actually, I believe it was a dirt track to start with.
Yes, I'll get some more track facts as we go through the race. But going here through the 24-degree baking, exiting on 3. 4. On
30
4.
to go in this stage. Yeah, they're more than good now on fuel. So now we get to see some racing here for the stage. No saving with less than 30 laps remaining in stage 2. Again, the battle is on between the 8 and the 92, and then Chevy in the 51 as well is trying to mix it up a little bit. LA Fatality also back there in 4th. Side-by-side battle for 5th. Shifter now pulls out to a half-second lead over LA Fatality.
Sounds like a horse race.
Well, we are at Dover Downs.
Yes, used to be a horse track. You saw where I was going with that.
Yep, I have, might not have caught on to that if I hadn't been here a couple times myself. And,
yeah, I would have had no idea if I did not go through the track facts. I just let it go. Oh, it's just a track. They built it for auto racing.
The casino, the Dover Downs Hotel and Casino is also there, and you can bet on the horse races in the casino, and they have the virtual horse races as well.
Wait, so there's actual horse races that go on at this track still?
Yes.
Where do they put dirt on the track? What do they do?
It's in the inside of the track. It's in the infield.
In the infield, there's another track. This is a mile.
Yes.
You go in one more, and you got a horse track inside there.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Yes. I believe when the races take place, though, the track is not accessible for that. They probably use the area for obviously haulers, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I believe they have to do that, but yep, you could see the hotel here on the game as well as we go. See if we can get a camera angle here. Right there is the hotel.
Going through which turns?
Background in that corner. Through 3 and 4.
3 and 4. All right.
Yep, when they're in 3 and 4, you can see the hotel come up there if they give you the right camera angle here. There it is. It's more down towards 3, but like on the back stretch of 3 and 4.
Oh, so that's that big giant building with all the windows right next to there, eh?
Yep, and then the ones that you see above the stands right there at the start-finish line are the air conditioning grandstands. I've sat in there, and that's pretty nice as well.
Air conditioned grandstands?
Yep.
What are you, a millionaire?
No, those are actually some of the cheaper seats, honestly. Surprisingly.
Really?
Yeah, they your view isn't as good as actually being in the grandstands, of course, because they're air conditioned, but they're also screened in a way. So it's, but it really, you can still see great. I mean, they're great seats. They're just farther back from the track, but the best way is to be in that hotel and watch the race. Watch it from your hotel room.
I bet
I've done that as well.
those rooms are expensive during race weekend, aren't they?
Yes, I believe they're. It depends on which night, if you stay for the Cup race or not. They range anywhere, and depends on which Cup race. At when I went, it was between. This was early 2010s. Last time I went, about 2011, 2012, and it was $600 for the night.
Oof.
Yeah.
You're talking to the kid
But,
who's never been to a NASCAR race before, so.
Oh yeah, they're a hell of a lot of fun, man. This is the biggest track I've been to a race on. Been to Richmond, but
So you've only gone to short tracks before.
yeah, Martinsville, Richmond, local track Langley Speedway, Dover.
Yeah, I may have been born on the East Coast, but us West Coasters, auto racing is not as big on the West Coast for sure.
Well, NASCAR especially, you have a lot
Yeah.
of what is that called out there? Like a lot of the off-road series is pretty big, and
Yes.
Supercross and stuff like that.
Off-road's bigger, and the dirt bike is a lot bigger too. So
Yeah.
dirt bike motocross. Yeah.
Random thought of the day, I guess, would be: is Monster Jam out in your area at all?
I went to Monster Jam race not race, but event one time. It was a kind of a promo deal. I bought 2 pairs of glasses. I got a free ticket to Monster Jam. Uh, but
Okay.
it was cool. I have to say it was pretty cool. Monster Jam it was really loud. It was a Vivint Arena, so you're in a basketball stadium. Very small.
I know you know the Gravedigger. Then that
Oh, I've known the Gravedigger
my
since I was 3.
my family years ago personally knew the
The driver.
main guy Dennis Anderson,
Yeah.
Dennis Anderson, and all that.
Yeah.
And when I was about 3 or 4 years old, there's pictures of me in the Gravedigger seat.
Yeah.
They got me up and let me.
Well, it makes you wonder.
At his place, at his compound or house, mansion, whatever you want to call it, his
Yeah.
ranch, I guess is the best way to say it, in North Carolina. They, yeah, we've.
You know, with that Gravedigger stuff, Gravedigger's so popular, it makes you wonder where, how many are there? You know, is there more than one of them?
There's some backup bodies and chassis and stuff, just like you would have with a NASCAR. Yes.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was multiple of them that tour the United States. And they,
I
get 'em
I
up.
actually believe so. I believe him and his son did that for a while in separate ones.
Yeah.
But
Oh, let's look on this race though.
yeah, I was about to say we
Yeah.
got to check on this as we see a battle for the lead brewing. Serving Cone closing in on the 92 of Super Shifter here with
Shifter.
10 to go in the stage, less than 10. go through the field here as we close in on this stage. Nixium is running in third. Then we see LA Fatality, who was fourth, up in the fence, and we got a crash. He's around the 44 of parties involved in that. I don't think that brought a caution out. We'll probably have a manual at the line. We're still at about 8 to go. Cars are still crashing. Looks like they're going to get slowed down here, the leaders, once they come across the line, unless that was not considered a crash together because it was separate incidences. We'll see what happens here. Looks like they're going to throw the caution with it happening on the same lap. Caution is out. Manual caution for the first time tonight with about 7 laps remaining in this stage, so they will get some pit stops done here and go back to green with under 5 laps to go, so this should be a shootout for the second stage. To recap the field, it's Super Shifter. Then we have Serving Cone, Nixium, Heathen, Loading. Hasbass is our top 6 right now that we can see. And then behind him, I believe it's Chase Dreamer. And then Drake and Asphalt Gator. All right, pit road was closed that time by. Next time around, we should see it opened up for these guys to get service to their cars.
So this track has been concrete its entire life. It was built as not concrete, sorry, pardon me. This track started out as an asphalt track from 1969 to 1994. So it ran that for about 25 years. That's about the same length of time Atlanta has been running its asphalt. Asphalt doesn't last as long as concrete. This concrete started in 1995, and guys have to realize Atlanta was paved before. Atlanta was after this, actually, wasn't it? Atlanta was paved in asphalt after this track was.
So in 1997, yes.
Yes, and it already needs new stuff. Where this is a concrete track. Like I said when we did, what race was that? I can't remember.
This
what it
track
was.
Won't need repaving for years to come.
A while. Yes, because of concrete. Concrete is very rigid, and we already went over this, but it's a lot more rigid, and it'll last a lot longer.
All right, so we're going to see any 2-tire calls here. We see the 18 coming off the pit road very quick. I don't even know, did he take tires? He might have took...
Nothing.
I don't know what the 18 did here. He might have just fixed some damage and didn't get anything else. He is going to be out front. I believe everybody else did 2 tires here. No, they ended up taking 4. Last minute, I thought they took 2 because the 9 was set on 2, but I think he made a last-minute decision and took 4 tires. So I would assume everybody else is on 4, so that might be what the 18 did. He might have done a 2-tire call at this point. It looks like the 44 party is dropping back here. I believe he was involved in that wreck, so he might be going to the back. We'll have to see, but right now we should be picking at the line, and we'll see what they decide to do. The 18 is going to go with the bottom, while the 92 is going to go to the top side for the restart. Ooh, interestingly enough, the 9 of Heathen on fresh tires is going to be behind that 18 on 2 tires. Let's see how that works out for this bottom lane, as we'll go green next time by. And just to update, it will be 4 laps remaining in stage 2 when we go green. A shootout, train, a shootout.
Yeah, by the way, the other track that had concrete that we were talking about, I think it was Bristol we were having a discussion at, wasn't it? Yeah, because Bristol is concrete.
And sometimes dirt.
Depending on the year. Right?
Yeah. All right, looks like we are going to go green here. Green is out. Good restart for the inside lane. A lot better than I thought it would go for him. Gator's going to drive it down in there. Can he hold it for these next 4 laps? Oh, Heathen pushes up into Gator a little bit as he tries to take the lead. Heathen's on the apron. They're 3 wide for the lead. Pandemonium up front.
They give the 18 a bump, and he's out of line, and he went from first place to just about last, just like that.
Looks like the 9 did get a little bit of help. I'm watching on replay here. The 9 got a bump from the 61 going to the corner. He got in the 18 from that. Now the 92 is going to shoot under Heathen here. Look at the aggression from these guys. For the stage win, it's 2 to go. Here at the line. We will see the white flag of stage 2 next time by. Heathen all over the back bumper of Super Shifter. Chase Dreamer in 3rd. Nixium 4th. Fastbass 5th as we come around for the white flag. Nose to tail, these 4 cars work around the corner. White flag is out for stage 2. Who is going to get it? Well, he didn't give him a bump. Super Shifter's holding strong here, trying to win the stage. Oh! The 7 sends it. I don't know what just happened right there. The 8 of Nixium is going to win this stage, and there are going to be some upset people, I think, in this field. All right, so as the stage completes, it was Nixium getting the stage win, Serving Cone 2nd, Assbass 3rd, Super Shifter 4th, and Heathen 5th. They went from 1st and 2nd to 4th and 5th in one corner. Drake 6th, Asphalt Gator 7th, Zach 8th, Chase Dreamer 9th, and CCDN Loading finishes in 10th in this stage. Back at you for the final stage in a moment. All right, looks like several cars decide to pit here, and everybody does a few different strategies. But it looks like the top 3 stay where they are. Here we go. We are green for the final stage. And there's contact. The 1 is in the fence up top here. He's back going. Heathen and Super Shifter are now relegated in the 5th and 6th spots. They're trying to get back up front. We'll go up front here to our leader. Nixium out in the lead with Serving Cone in 2nd. Assbass 3rd, Asphalt Gator 4th, and Gator is around. I'm not sure what just happened there. I don't know if there was contact from the 92 or the 18 just got loose. That looked a little bit weird on camera. We'll check and see if we can find the 18. He's back going, but he loses a bunch of spots. Major back end damage for that car as well. Back up front, it continues to be Nixium leading it in this final stage. We'll have to see 2 pit stops in this stage to complete it. Actually, possibly 3, but 2 is going to be right on the edge, I think. So I think these guys will be all right.
Seems like I'm taking a nap over here, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I'm pulling a call. Jeez. I found something interesting to me. I don't know if other people find this interesting. Um, Dover Speedway had 18 wide, 18 wide, 18. Okay, now you're messing me up. I can't speak. I'm too tired for this crap.
18,
They had 18-inch
18 degrees,
seats about 10 years
18
ago.
inch. Okay.
Yeah, seats. Yeah, we're talking about seats for some reason. Uh,
Uh-huh.
um, they moved them to 22-inch seats. So are they calling NASCAR fans fat? I mean, and I just find that interesting. They went from 14, 140,000 capacity to a 113,000 capacity just to do that. So yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking that's what they're doing. They're having to make room for the larger fans. That's
Oh my
possibly what
gosh.
the reason.
So
Yeah.
was it last week that I missed a bunch? It was last week.
Uh,
I missed
yes.
I missed the cup race. That's it. But man, it was Friday night. We see this guy walk in, and we see him go to sit down, and both me and my dad are sitting there looking at him. We're just looking, and we're like, and we're waiting. He goes down and he pulls down his seat. He sits down. He goes, oh wait. He stands back up, looks over, looks around. Grabs a second, he grabs another seat, puts it down, and he sits right there. And I was like, me and my dad just look at each other. I say, I thought he was gonna split the gap. I thought he was gonna put the cheeks right between it. But he sat on his seat and just put the one cheek over onto the other one. He didn't like. I thought he was gonna smack that in the middle. Get a little vent in the middle, to get stuff there getting up in there, And, yeah, apparently, this speedway does not want that happening. They want your butt in one seat instead of two.
Yeah, absolutely. That's probably what they did that for then. Looks like these cars are slowing down here. I believe we are under a manual caution once again. Look and
I
see
got
if we see
nothing.
anybody with some
Yeah,
issues.
gotta do a disclaimer here. I have nothing against those bigger guys. I'm just saying it was funny because I know they'll struggle
Oh,
with
this is
sporting
an
events.
in-game caution.
So I just not, no, I'm not calling anybody names or anything. I'm not trying to make fun of you. That's not my goal. Three Flashes knows that, and I think you guys do. I'm just saying that the
Hey,
struggle.
it's a good humor story to tell here. While we were waiting for something to happen, which just did, as we do have a caution. And it is an in-game caution. I called it as a manual, but it is an in-game caution, and we are about to get back going here. It's like the one car of Drake did not pit. This should be really interesting on this restart. Green, green, green. And Drake, yeah, he spun his tires there, and they are fanning out 3 wide into the corner, 4 wide even. And the ones in the fence, yeah, that did not work out too well for him. We're seeing Pandemonium back in the pack of the pack as Nixium drives away.
Shout out to Have This Too. Thank you for watching the stream. And another viewer.
Alright. Nixium 3/4 of a second now, just like that, with all that going on behind him. Out in front, 91 laps remaining in this one. Still 2 pit stops to make it to the end.
See, now I got this curiosity. What are those bridges exactly for? That go over that track there. I know what they're for to get from the infield to the outfield. But still. You've been to Dover, you know what they're for, right?
The what now?
The bridges. That go over the track.
Oh, yes. That,
You don't see that at any other track.
that,
You don't really see bridges at any other track.
yeah, they actually, have fans up there watching from those bridges during the race. They'll
Really?
open them up during the track walk. It's also just easier to access the infield from outside of the track with it. That was what it's originally built for. But yeah, we have people actually up there during the races.
Is it
I
like a
believe that
sellable
was.
seat or what?
It's more of a walkway. They stand up there and are able to watch it as long as they are ticket holders. I don't know if they're still doing that right now. I don't think they allowed it during last year's
Pandemic,
races because of
yes.
COVID. But yeah, that is what it's for. I say that's one thing I actually did not do when I went there was go up on that bridge. But I saw a lot of people that did. They went up there and they were up there during the race.
We're in stage 3 still, right? Oh, we're wrecking! The 92 of Super Shifter is involved. The 51 of Chevy Man is involved. And a green car who decided to make their number unseeable is involved.
Yeah, this is an in-game caution out again
Yes,
here.
I'm slowing some flack at that 7 car who decided to make their number not very easy to read. 'Cause I still can't read that 7 car's number. And I'm looking at the side of that car. Drivers, if you're listening to this, Chase Dreamer, no offense to you. Make sure we can read the number. Make it easy. Because you would hit that wreck, I'm like, there's this random green car, I don't know who it is. There's no number.
All right. Back under green once again. And it is Nixium out in front and Heathen in second. Zach in third, Hasbass fourth.
Just one of those quiet races, Flash.
You know, it's looking pretty loud to me out on the track there.
It's like, I have to say this is a calmer race than some other races. To be a driver, it's not. Your heart rate is high here. It's difficult to handle these cars. As a viewer, I'd say it's calmer than other tracks, but definitely entertaining with the
Yeah,
banking.
it definitely does, you know, from that angle. But when you're out there, you're on throttle almost the whole
Yes.
entire time.
It's a lot of it's very intense inside the car. Not as much outside the car. It's not like an Auto Club or Richmond or anything like that. It's with the banking, it makes it look smoother than it is. Kind of like a Bristol. It makes Bristol look smoother than it really is. So. More banking, and that's kind of a weird thought to think about it. At the 14-degree banking races, we see some really good racing at Richmond, Pocono, and Iowa, Nashville, and Auto Club. Well, not anymore. They decided to kill that hope. Now you know how I really feel about it. But it
About
seems
Auto
like
Club, oh yeah.
yeah, don't get me started. Seems like lesser banking tracks have very good success with really good racing. I wouldn't say extreme banking is the answer. for better track racing, and that's kind of my thoughts on Atlanta too. But I ain't NASCAR. I don't. I'm not gonna say I know all. I'm not doing the work, so.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm not either. I just wonder their thoughts sometimes on certain things they decide to do.
I mean, like wrecking Kyle Busch. Sorry, I'm still on that. It's been like a month.
Well, the green flag continues to be out here, and got a good little battle brewing. Heathen trying to catch that 8 of Nixium, trying everything. You see him looking left and right, just can't figure out where to try to pass him. Matt Serving Cone right there, and Super Shifter as well. This is a four-pack here of stacked talent that have been up front this year and won races. All of them have won a race this season in some form or another, and they are showing it here at Dover. Passpass is lurking back there, though. He wants that win. He's waiting for them to make a mistake. Got Chevy Man crossing in front of Passpass there, moving into 5th. CCDN loading right there. There's Asphalt Gator and Zach. And Drake and Chase Dreamer. All right, so this time by, we have 71 laps remaining. So we're still in a position here that they're not going to be able to make it on one pit stop if we don't get another caution. If we get a caution here and they pit, they will be good to go on one final pit stop from here.
Oh. That is one of the biggest screen freezes I've ever seen in my life. Nixium out front. Unless I'm drinking heavy. Nixium was out front. With Heathen behind him.
Look at these 4, though. They are like they have fast. A chain attached from the 8 car all the way back to the 92. They're pulling each other around this track as Heathen makes his move. And how Certicone slips his way in there to 2nd. That was pretty clean.
Yeah, but Certicone needs to look out. That 8 car had a run, and that 11 car just did not buy himself any favors right there.
No, I mean, it was a good move, though. He took advantage of the slip up by the 8, didn't make contact with him, but still, I don't know how he fit himself in between that 11 car and that 9 car. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, he did an impressive job getting by him. But it did. I saw a little bit of nose chop coming through turns 1 and 2 there. After he got by him, there's gonna be some kind of crossover move done, and I would prevent it.
We'll see. It looks like the 8's struggling a little bit to get the run that he wants to. We'll have to watch and see if it comes back to him here a little bit. These guys have about a 2nd lead over the rest of the pack. They're just working in their own area right now. Chevy starting to break into their lead a little bit. He's actually caught all 4 of them by about half a second in these last 2 or 3 laps.
Makes me wonder, are they burning up their tires too fast over there?
When with them shifting around like this, it's just going to help Chevy even more as Serving Cone now trying to take the lead over Heathen.
Patience is going to be the key here right now, guys. You got to look for who's got the most patience. You see that leading
11
car?
touched the wall. Oh, the 8 of Nixium wanted to make a look right there and take it 3 wide.
Man. Well, 2 flashes. I just wanted to welcome you. Thank you for being here. And welcome to the hottest segment on live Twitch.
Oh no, you're going to have to say that louder.
Not today. I'm having trouble even keeping my eyes open.
It didn't sound hot though. It sounded like the coolest segment on live Twitch.
Welcome to the hottest segment on live Twitch. Is that better?
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
That was better. Yeah. I'll give that a 6.5 out of 10.
It's hottest in here. All right.
It's getting worse now. Now it's a 5.2.
Okay, good. I like that answer. That sounds real nice. What was your pick for the race, my man? It's close right now.
Oh,
We've
man.
got a lot of different picks you can pick from. I think there's 6 different drivers who could win this race right now.
I'm gonna go with old Chevy man there in the 51. I like how he's coming up here.
Yeah,
And
you've been moving.
this is look, I don't want to jinx him by saying this, because normally I think it's really the 9 car that jinxes him when he even says something about him lagging out. He normally lags out by now, so I hopefully he's in the race for the rest of the time. So I like his chances here.
Well, because I gave this nutbag a nickname today, I think it's time to say, hey, Heathen, let's get her done in the hottest segment, buddy.
All right,
like
so Heathen. Yeah. I think that's a good pick as well. He's up in second, chasing down Serving. We still got 2 pit stops to go. If we stay green, this could play into his favor very nicely.
Yeah, and looking at that leader of Serving Cone, this guy, he can be consistently good, but he's struggled finishing races in the past. So that's definitely what we're looking at right now. I just got a genius idea.
Oh, Lord. What would that be?
I need to become familiar. So I work for a really small business now. It's smaller. I like to work on I'm a delivery driver for AC and heating and plumbing company. I deliver parts for him and stuff. So he's the owner of the company. So I've got a really good guy who's looking for get his name out there. I think I might have found a sponsor if I can get this guy convinced. Slap his name on the league. It'll be the Manuel Racing League. That sounds good. Manuel Racing League. Doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking that. Look at this. These guys are still nose to tail as Serving Cone is holding serve any of these top 5 right now.
And that was your random thought of the race.
Oh yeah, no, I expect at least one every race, and you do not let me down, Train. Thank you very much.
It's a segment, dude. Have you not caught on yet?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't let me down. You stick to the segment, you know.
I got my segments, you know. I'm kind of like a bit. I don't know what. It's like I don't know why I have my segments, but I got my segments.
Well, Serving Cone is down pit road here, I would expect everybody else to follow suit here shortly. That's not a bad time to pit. Everybody's got less than 5 laps of fuel remaining. So the 11 is down there. Back up front, that gives the lead to the 8 of Nixium. Ethan in second, super shifter there. And Chevy fourth. Now Nixium peels off. Like clockwork, these leaders deciding to pit now. Now the 9, the 92, and the 51 are waiting to pit. We'll keep an eye on them. We'll see how all this cycles out. Heathen leading it now, super shifter second. Chevy third. And Heathen comes down this lap. And the 92, and the 51. Oh! Is the 51 around? Well, there goes my pick for the race. He caught it. He lost some time, though. He lost about 4 or 5 seconds right there, unfortunately. And Hasbass in 61 looks like he's stuck on pit road.
I have a question. Do you want to make a bet now? Now that I know I'm gonna win.
I'm good.
I know. I would be too, man. How about this? When Mike ever spins out, I'll make a bet with you. Okay.
Okay.
I know you'll take because you don't give them. I'll be sending some cookies over to him next week. He will post. I will post the package being delivered and dropping it off, and I will. I'm sure Three Flashes will take a video and say, "Hey guys, look what B-Train got me." What a loser.
I'll post a video of myself eating the whole box, cardboard, and everything when I get it.
Yes, ma'am. I still gotta go get you some of those nuts, though. You know, those almonds. Gotta get you those.
Oh yeah.
Gotta head down to Provo, to the mall at some point. Probably will do that on.
You guys still have
Sunday.
malls out there? I wish we did. They've closed down mostly around here. They're all town centers now, trying to be fancy.
Yeah, we've got a few. We've probably got three or four different ones down here.
We actually do have one mall left. It's in a bad area of town, a lot of crime and stuff. And there's only 3 stores left open, so people pretty much just loiter and squat in the mall. And there's like 3 stores that are still hanging around in it. Pretty bad. Graffiti all over the place.
Well, here's the thing about Utah. You can walk in Utah with both earbuds in without worrying about anything.
In my town, you can, where I live, but go about 20 minutes to the east of me, and you don't want to do that. It's a bigger city, and yeah, just naturally with bigger cities, more population, more crime, more violence, more issues like that, robberies, everything else. But in my sleepy little town, it's pretty safe too as well. Not as safe as Utah, but. Wow, I just gotta say, after pit stops, somehow serving cone is up almost 3.5 seconds right now.
Wow.
Yeah, Heathen is third. Super Shifter moved into second. Heathen third. Hasbass is now fourth. And Loading is fifth. I'm guessing the 8 of Nixium got a speeding penalty here. Let's see if we can find him. Yeah, it looks like he got a speeding penalty. He's sitting 6th right now behind Loading.
All right, moving
That is
to
unfortunate for him.
track trivia. Who won the most races at Dover Motor Speedway at 11? Dover, did I say that right? Yeah, Dover.
Richard Petty.
Jimmy Johnson. My man
Wow,
Jimmy
he had 11.
Jam.
I did not know he had 11 races won there.
Who has the most top 5s? Mr.
Gordon?
Mark Martin. Who has the most top 10s?
Gordon.
Mark Martin. So he's got 24 top 5s, 33 top 10s.
Hey, I know who has the best flip here.
I have no idea.
Logano. 2009, he barrel rolled it about 15 times.
Who has the most pole awards?
Pole awards here. Ryan Newman. He used to win the pole all the time.
David Pearson.
Wow.
Youngest winner ever at Dover.
Gordon.
Chase Elliott.
Really?
And oldest winner ever. Which
Harry
is
Gant.
Yes, good job. You know what's up. Exactly. The
I
oldest
believe he won that when he was doing his Mr. September run. He won, I believe that was when he won there. He won Martinsville, Dover, Darlington, and maybe Bristol. I don't know. It was all short tracks under a mile, I believe, or a mile at 1 point, whatever Darlington is.
All right, this is a NASCAR driver. That's what I'm going to ask it. What NASCAR driver has the track record at Dover? I'm going to give you a hint. It was established that record was 2 years ago. They had that record beat.
2 years ago, so qualifying track record, right?
I believe so. Lap record. Let's see here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, it's qualifying.
Yeah. Is it a Ford?
If I tell you the manufacturer, it'll be too easy to guess. That should give you all the hints you need.
Kyle Busch.
Nope.
Kevin Harvick.
Nope.
Chase Elliott.
No, you had the first manufacturer was correct.
Oh, Hamlin.
Yes, Denny Hamlin. If I would have told you to tell you what he went, you would have went Bush Hamlin, or Hamlin Bush, or Hamlin Bush.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. I mean, Truex, but Truex is more of a not really a qualifying guy. He's more of a race
guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, Super Shifter is eating into Serving Cone's lead a little bit. It's 2.8 seconds, and then Heathen is almost 4 back, 3.9 back in third. Then you have Hasbass in fourth, who is about 12 seconds off the lead, and Nixium in fifth after the penalty. He is sitting 16 seconds back, and you know he's kicking himself because he would only be a second back if it wasn't for that. And actually, it's gotten worse. Nixium has been in a crash. The front end is destroyed here. Now, right after I said that, he was... must have been in a crash before the stream could update.
I have a speculation.
So,
I don't know if
fifth is now...
I just saw the biggest lag I think I've ever seen inside the game.
Whoa.
I'm watching the 92 car right now. And there's nobody in front of them, and there's nobody behind them. But I just watched the biggest slingshot I've ever seen come from that car, and there just a random car came all the way up, almost hit that 92 car, then flashed all the way back up. So
the 8 of Nixium is around again. That car is struggling right now, folks. And he's going to park it for the night, it looks like. So there's another DNF. Man, what a race for him. He was leading a good part of this race, had a very strong car. Props to him for a good race, and sorry it turned out that way for him as we go back up front. Two, Serving Cone holding the lead here, but Super Shifter again is eating into it. It's a little less than 2.5 now. And Heathen is still about 4 seconds for him. Hasbass is holding strong, about 12 seconds back in fourth. And then Zach now in fifth, 17 back off of the lead. And we have 31 laps remaining, so pit stops can happen now, and they could be good to go.
Yeah,
this finish.
I gotta say, man, Dover went from having almost 150,000 seats. And they, over the last few years, like I've noticed, they slowly are They're taking away more and more seats to the point where they only have 95,000 seats now. They're just, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I don't know why you would keep taking out seats like that.
I mean, part of that reasoning, I believe, for some of these tracks is drop in fan attendance. So they probably are doing that for that reason. There's so many ways to catch the race now. Even if you don't watch it live on TV, you can watch it back if you have it DVR'd. People just aren't going to events like that anymore as often. I mean, also with the pandemic and everything going on, some people aren't wanting to go to the races for that reason, as well as other sporting events. So I think a lot of that's going to be seen in the future, downsizing the size of crowds at these events, I feel like, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We have to keep an eye on that 92. He has closed it to almost 2 seconds now, and there are plenty of laps left for him to make up that difference.
Yeah, especially with the tire fall off of the 11.
Yeah, he pitted at least a lap, I believe a lap earlier than the 92, maybe 2 laps.
The faster you go, the faster you burn. You gotta keep that in mind. Kind of another cool thing. Did you know that the Truck Series does not run here anymore? They ran here for one of their first seasons back towards 2000, but no longer runs at Dover. Only Xfinity.
Oh wow!
And Dryden owns the sponsor for this track. The Dryden, yeah. What even is Dryden?
I couldn't tell you. I will tell you, though, that the leader is on pit road, Serving Cone, making his final stop of the race, or what should be, with no issues, his final stop of the race. Serving Cone pitting early here, that might force the 92 to decide when he's going to pit. He already made up some ground, but every lap he stays out, he's losing a little bit of that ground. He'll have it later in the going, though, so maybe that's what he wants to do. We'll have to watch and see. There you see Serving Cone. He is pitted, and he's coming up on the 92 right now, who's still out on the racetrack. Serving Cone's going to try to stretch this lead as far as he can. That's the game he's going to have to play now. He's going to have to pass this 92 pretty quick.
The longer this 92 can hold him up, the better for the 92.
Yeah, and he tried to, but it wasn't able to.
At this point, as soon as you think you can make it, run. Come down. Get it done. Just you have to, because you see he's pulling away, and you know what that means. It means you're losing times. So stupid shifter. Let's do this. Come on, buddy.
Yeah, we'll have to see when Super Shifter's deciding to come down. He's lost quite a bit of gap here, but he might be trying to make it up late in the last 10 laps or so. But
all right. Who are your fan favorites for this league?
Fan favorites?
Yes, sir.
Who do you think would be pulled for the most to win in a given race? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Gosh. Honestly, with as hard as he works to try to win, I would say the 18 of Asphalt Gator is going to be a very popular win once he gets it, as well as the one of Drake. Both two great guys in the league, still looking for their first wins. But someone that wins on the regular that they probably enjoy seeing win. That I don't know. That's a tough one. So I'm scrolling through the field thinking about it here. Probably Party would be one of those because he wins pretty regularly. Not every week, but when he wins, I think a lot of these guys respect that and like to see that. He's good at several tracks they know where he's good at, and he pretty much always backs it up when he comes out there. Other than that, I feel like some of these guys feel like Cone, Super Shifter, and Heathen win too much, so I wouldn't say they're all the popular winners. They're definitely the most dominant here lately.
That brings us to who's the Kyle Busch of the league? Who's the guy that everybody doesn't want to see win?
Again, it would be between those three I just mentioned. Week to week, I think that changes. One week you'll hear that they're not wanting Serving Cone to win, and another week you're hearing that it's, Super Shifter doesn't need to win now. He retired and winning, and then another week you'll hear that about Heathen. I will say last season it was Heathen, but this season it has changed with the talent level of some of these guys coming in and how strong they are at all these tracks. I would say it's kind of a threesome, for lack of a better term, of those three.
From what I'm hearing from you right now, it sounds like you're saying that Cowboy Nation is a Chase Elliott of the group.
Yeah. If we're talking about especially the Cup Series where he runs full time, I would say Cowboy is. I would definitely say he would be the Chase Elliott of the group because I won't say he's the most popular of winners, but he's also, these guys aren't, they're not saying, why is he winning every week, So, I would agree with you there. That's a good analogy. As we see Chase Dreamer going around here.
That's what I get for saying Chase. Can we get security up here, please? Thank you. I'm just sorry, I'm carrying on the bit. I know your 2-car looks bad fast, but loose. He's trying to make up time in a dangerous way right now.
Yeah, and right now, he has to make up 6 seconds on Serving Cone with 12 laps remaining. And the time is being made up, but I wouldn't say it's half a second a lap is what he needs to do right now, and
we'll keep you updated, but it's...
Although that last lap, he did make about 6/10 up on him. It was almost, it was over 6.5, and it's now under 6 seconds. Now 5.8. Right now, Cone is in a comfortable spot, though, at this point with this many laps to go. He just has to run his pace and try not to make any mistakes. It's down to 5 seconds, though. With 9 laps to go. He'll cross 8 to go this time at the line. 8 laps remaining for Cone.
Question is, did he save enough tire throughout his 2 runs to make this work? Because he's pitted earlier than everybody else. And that can cause some problems later in the run. You can get too loose at a wall or just have a mistake because of being out there with such worn tires. So he's got to look out for that. It's 12 laps. Alright, 12 laps can do a lot of damage.
I mean,
8
it's
laps
down to
now.
4.2 seconds as well, but we're 7 to go.
Serving cone is on pace to make this interesting, with the
You
extreme
see,
tire fall off of the 11 car.
yeah. Super Shifter is gaining, and you can see him in the mirror now. I mean, or he can definitely see him as he exits the corner. He can see him as he's entering the next corner. You can see it on camera. It's under 4 seconds. Um, but I just think it's going to run out of time, even with that pace. We have at the line 5 to go when he crosses it this time.
Do you know who the car is? It's right in front of that 92. The 10
Now 4 to go.
of CCD Unloading.
Yeah, he's had a pretty decent night tonight. Been hanging around near that top 5, top 8 area. All right, the 08 of Zach lets Cone by. Not getting in the way of this win here. 3 laps remaining at the line.
The 10 into the inside wall.
We will see 2 to go for Cone as he comes around here. Two laps remaining here at Dover for him to secure this victory.
All it takes is
And
one
you
mistake.
Yeah, you see the 92. He's there. He's in the background, but just not going to be enough time unless this 11 really messes up. It's down to about 3 seconds as we're going to take the white flag.
Sponsored by Kalashis, eh?
Oh, yeah. White flag is out for Serving Cone. Around this 1 mile concrete oval. Down the back straightaway with no pressure. Coming through 3 and 4. And he's going to come around here and win it at the Monster Mile. Serving Cone is going to come around and win and give us a little show coming to the line. There it is. Our winner here in the Xfinity Series at Dover, Serving Cone. Super Shifter is going to finish in 2nd. Heathen 3rd. Haas-Bass is going to come around in 4th. And Zach looks like he's going to bring it home in the 5th position. Great racing by all these guys. Nice clean last stage here. There it is. In the books once again. Get ready for our post-race interviews here. Who are you thinking of talking to tonight, Train?
Not to insult this track or the driving, it was a pretty chill night.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Do we need a 6th interview tonight?
Who would you think would be a 6th interview if we talked to him? Um, we could talk to Chase about that.
Yeah, that's Ben. Or the paint
Yeah,
scheme.
on the last lap of the stage. Yeah, and that too.
Good morning, beautiful. How you doing?
Okay, so we will not do our 6th interview for Chase, as we were just saying. We will get. Can somebody get? Well, I'll get him. We got everybody else. I think I got to invite Zach.
Yeah.
Yep. So for our, I think we will hold out on the extra interview tonight then, unless any of these guys joining would like someone else in here that they would hear from. But everyone include your audios here. All right, invite him in here, Heath, then we can do that. Okay, well then we will stick with 5. All right. No problem, Heath. No problem. All right. We will start from 5th tonight and go to the top once again. That will.
From the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah, we're also still. Let's see. Let's make sure. I think we got
Yeah.
everyone in here. Yes, we do. All right. Yep. All right, we will do that. Yes.
Really?
All right. Let's talk to the driver of that '08 car, Mr. Zach, securing a top 5 finish tonight. All right. Talk us through the race there, Zach. You ended up with the top 5. You ran pretty solid the whole night around that area. Looked like you had a pretty decently handling car. We saw a couple incidences you got caught up in, but I think everyone did once or twice there. Um, yeah, just talk us through your night. Any issues with the car that you had, and what were your expectations coming in, and did you meet or exceed them?
I had a pretty good handling car. I was just kind of trying to ride around on the back the first 2 stages and kind of avoid all the chaos, but still got caught up in it a little bit, and I grinded my way back up for top 5, so I'll take it.
Absolutely, man. You again showed some speed out there, and yeah, I don't know. Like you said, I don't know if Dover was one you had marked in your calendar, but definitely a solid race for you. Mark off another top 5. You've been on a pretty good hot streak lately, Zach, and it's continuing.
Yeah, hopefully I can keep it on going.
Yeah, I would say a top 5 is pretty well conquering the monster mile this week. So,
Oh yes.
what are your hopes for Kansas tomorrow night? You got any idea of how good you're going to be there?
Nope. I'm just gonna try to keep knocking top 5s out right now and just get a win eventually.
All right, man. Well, looking forward to seeing it. Yep, you keep knocking them out, and that win will definitely come. Thank you, sir, and we will see you there.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. And that will bring us to Haspass. Train, I'm not sure if you would like to
Yeah, I
talk to
got
him
this.
now, or we can. Okay. All right.
Hey, Haspass, you got a copy.
What's up, Train?
Make sure you got your audio included.
Indeed, I do.
I got a really important question for you.
Oh boy.
How much milk do you put in your Kellogg's Frosted Flakes?
Oh, I don't use milk at all. I eat them dry.
I respect that. I respect that.
I like
All right,
sugar.
back to you, Fla. I'm just kidding. All right, dude. I'm sorry.
Extra
I'm
frosting,
sorry, Hass. You had a great. You had a great. Shut up, heathen. I've had a great race tonight. You finished 4th. That's a good finish for the
61. Yep, you got it.
61. I'm like, I
Yep.
was like, is it the 71 or 61? Oh my gosh. It's confusing. There's so many numbers I have to memorize. I apologize
I'm
for that.
sure.
I really do. But solid run, man. Talk to me
Thank
about
you.
your line and how the car felt.
Oh, it was great. I just had a good time trying to just keep up with everybody, and through attrition and a few people having some issues, I managed the top 5.
We saw there's a lot of different lines ran tonight. What did you find worked best for you?
Well, if I could have kept it on the bottom, it would have been better, but I couldn't find enough steer in the car to keep it down there, so I was about half a lane off the bottom, and it was fine until, like, they're so good, the guys that we're running with are pretty freaking good at the game, so to be honest with you, like, anytime you get loose, hit the apron, anything, you're losing a couple tenths, and those tenths add up after a few laps, it's just, every little mistake you make, you're going to lose time, and it just doesn't seem like there's too many mistakes made by the top guys in the league, so you know, it's definitely a great race. I like the end of stage two. We were four wide there, battling into the turn, and we sorted it out. And then we had some wrecks. Good times, man. I can't wait to check that out on the stream. Hopefully, you guys caught all that. That was fun for somebody who wasn't involved. I can't say the same for everybody. I know we had some hot tempers tonight, so that's kind of why sometimes this game is a lot of fun if you're not involved in those things. But I guess it was a good time. So that's all I can say, man. I'm glad I got a top five out of a track. This is one of my best tracks. So if I can manage a top four, that just goes to show you how the guys that run up top that they're really good, because that's one of my best tracks. And if I can only manage a fourth out of that, well, there's a lot of room for improvement. So anyway, good times, good race. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah. One last question, if you'll take it.
Shoot.
Kind of off topic of the race. What are your first initial thoughts on this new NASCAR game? Not having any Xfinity or trucks, or not having a real career mode and stuff like that.
Well,
What are your
it's definitely
thoughts?
it's a for sure buy. I'm definitely going to be buying it because I'm not buying the iRacing setup because it's so expensive and all that nonsense. But it's going to be something I'm going to buy, and then hopefully we can transfer over to it if it's better. Because right now I'm kind of stuck at my skill level here. I'm not getting any better. I'm not really getting worse either. But I mean, I'm looking forward to the new game to mix everything up. Hopefully some of us will have an opportunity to try to get a shot against some of the better racers in our league, and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully they remain in our league. So it's a good time. I'm going to be buying it. I'll probably have it on pre-sale. I'll buy it for the expensive version so I get the next modification to it. I heard something about that, but it's a buy for sure.
All right. So that's gonna appreciate your time and your review.
Absolutely, Train. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Haas, for the interview. And that will move us on to our third place, our podium spot tonight. Starting out here with Heathen. And yeah, talk us through your night. Also, I do want to ask you about the finish of stage two as well. You were in a seat of that, so
Yeah.
I I know that affected your finish. So I just want to get your thoughts on that as well. And yeah, your night in general, and what you needed to do to be able to get ahead of those top two.
Wreck cone. They had really good thing in front of them. Cause I could hang with Christian pretty well there for a while, and I don't know that like when we were under green, like under caution going back to green, car was fine the entire run, but when we came out under like coming into green and if I pit stops, car was just terrible. First run, it was fun the last run, but it was very bad the first run. But no, with the incident in second stage, I mean, I wasn't mad about it. I mean, I know blocks are gonna happen, so I wasn't mad. But I was mad about the finish of it though. But I wasn't really mad about the blocking of it. But I tried to pass him cleanly, so but I knew I couldn't get there, so I was gonna ride in second, and then I don't know. Third place kind of didn't have the same same opinion, I guess. So he just, I guess, drove it through. That's whatever. It'll be dealt with. So, you know. But good win to Cone. Fun racing with Christian all night as well. Me and him were back and forth the entire night. So, and Haas as well. Me and Haas I got him I think 4 times, whatever. But it's all racing incident. He even said that. So, yeah, and it's awesome running this league and doing good at tracks that on presets I don't have the best record at. So, but yeah, it's a little bit more. I need a little bit more corners, like middle of the corner. I was fine. Couldn't get it though because it was too loose.
Define not the best record on presets.
I haven't won at Dover yet in presets.
Okay, fair enough.
I finished. My best finish is third. That's tied now twice. I finished here. So I finished third here last year, and then third here this time. I think I finished like 8th here in playoffs. So I hit the glitch in the front stretch that actually hit the connection test. So which killed my run last year. So now it's good to have a top 3 tonight. I'll go tomorrow to Kansas and hopefully get that 17 truck with doing one. Hopefully, but if knowing Christian will be that, I won't finish first. I'll finish second.
Well, it should be a good battle between y'all and several of these guys at Kansas.
Who will get to
That
the wall
that
first?
top
Is the real
Yeah,
question.
that outside lane makes it interesting for sure. That the race is going to be a lot of fun. I also want to mention to you, I know we've talked about it. The podcast will be back. I don't know if you want to cover that. We'll have that to do tomorrow as well.
Yes, back tomorrow night. I forget who. I think it's still Blaze. I'll have to be up the old man. Get him, message him, whatever. But yeah.
All right.
But yeah,
We'll probably have to
thank you for.
let Blaze take a nap as well before the podcast, so he'll be good.
He'll be high anyway. It's fun. But
Yeah.
hell of a job in the booth tonight. Flash and train. I got all the action tonight. There's a lot of it.
Oh yeah.
Like Cass said, that 4-wide battle for the lead there in stage 2. That was pretty damn
wow,
fun.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, that was pretty crazy to see that. But yeah, Heathen, thank you as always for the interview. 3rd place, and like you said, tied your best finish. You just got 2 more spots to go to get that first win here. So
It's okay,
we'll see if you can get
I got
done,
my win on customs gear though, so I'm happy. I don't care.
Yeah, with a pretty bogged down gear, and it worked.
No pitting!
Yep, pretty much 5,000 RPMs around the whole track.
Like 4,500.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you, sir, and we will hear from you tomorrow night if you can manage a top 5.
I'll
Super Shifter doesn't beat you too bad.
I'll be sure I'll have one tomorrow night. I'm always there at the end. These races somehow. I have a terrible first 2 stages and then always there at the end. So it's just the group of
All right,
guys we have. It's they push me to be better. So hats off to them.
Absolutely, yes, definitely.
And it has this
That
point.
is a fact.
We've already said we're not going to the new game right away because there's no trucking in Xfinity.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So we're waiting for
well.
next season to go to the new game,
Yeah.
which sucks. Which means I'm in the 5 car all year. Oh, I will too. 'Cause I want to get good for it, but you know.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what it's like. Man. It's gonna be interesting. I can't wait to see what it is. Hopefully, it's a little more realistic than this one. For sure.
I do want to say, because I don't know if it's in talks or just an idea thrown out there. I'll do it because we're on stream. I know we've been in talks about having the Custom Cup Series. That could be on the new game.
Would be sick.
Yeah, so that would be a possibility of what we're going to be doing. Yeah.
I don't want to leak anything right now.
Okay.
Leak it
I don't know
on
why
I
you
just wanted to
said
throw it out there.
Oh yeah, my podcast is getting leaked. Hell yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, that's because 2 hours
Yeah.
long and people won't go search for where that leak is at. Hey, I'll
But
do the whole
yep, again,
thing.
thanks for the interview, Heathen. And Train, I don't know if you want to go ahead and get 2nd place here, but that is Super Shifter. And another great run there.
Hey, Superman, how you doing?
Hey man, I'm here.
How much milk do you serve with your Kellogg's flakes?
What's up, man?
Wow. Okay. No answer.
My nephew.
Cocoa Pebbles. Are you a John Cena guy? You like the Fruity Pebbles?
Bro,
What's your
Bro.
thing? All right.
Don't eat
Sorry, I'm
cereal.
supposed to be the funny one tonight. No, yeah. I'm so tired. I can't make good about jokes anymore.
Definitely not a good night.
Go through
I
it.
gotta run, boys.
Go
Oh,
through
nice.
it.
Good race, ass.
Take it easy.
Good race, man.
I actually no. Okay, here we go. There we go. I know we're going here now. All right, where we going?
Somewhere.
From last night, last night I saw a line, very different line between you and somebody else. I can't remember who it was right now at the moment. My brain's in a different world, guys. Yeah, I know, right? Yes, it was LA Fatality. Yeah, so you and LA. Yeah, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. You guys were running very different lines. LA Fatality was running a lower line, you're running a higher line, and tonight I saw the same thing. You guys don't run the same lines. Talk me through this, how you guys find your individual lines that you guys like, because none of your guys' lines are actually the same.
It's just driver style and driver preference. I always go for exit speed, and some people go for entrance. And whenever you go for entrance, you tend to dive it lower onto the track. If you're going for exit, you enter a bit higher and arc it off to get a big run down the straightaways. It just depends on how your car's set up and what you're fastest with.
Oh, I just learned something, that's for sure. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I did. I know. I know why you're talking if your audio's not included, heathen.
I like how he made sure to say your
Anyway,
name so it didn't sound crazy.
My point.
Crazier, but yes.
Anything else from the peanut gallery? Okay, good. There you go. Okay,
I
there
like
we
peanuts.
go.
dang,
Sorry, I
y'all
was
really
waiting
slow
for
with my interview.
my opportunity to speak because it keeps getting interrupted. So Super Shifter.
Hmm.
Okay, just don't talk. Um, he thinks it's funny. I don't. Super Shifter. I really apologize. That 92 car was bad fast today. 24-degree banks. Three flashes. This is yours. Have fun.
Oh God, am I that bad?
It's not you. It's not you. You didn't need to.
All
My
right, flashes,
gosh.
do a little bit better than that. Come on now.
Flashes. I'm done. You have fun, buddy.
You sound like you're drunk.
All right. So on that note, all right, Super Shifter. Um, well, I talked to Heathen about it too, and I was going to get to that at some point here with your interview. On asking you, what did you see from your perspective in the end of stage two there, and you know, what were you doing to try to win the stage? I know you obviously didn't. Heathen didn't. Talk us through that though. What you saw in your mirror. What was going on around you, what was happening there, and then we'll get to the rest of the race. But
Uh, I'm just going to keep it politically correct. I was blocking for the stage win on the final 2 laps, and people have different opinions on it. And that's all I'm going to say about it.
well, yeah, understandable. Yeah, I will say it is a pretty mixed bag when it comes to that with different racers, and I know how that can get. So I just want to get your thoughts on that. Appreciate that. And but for the rest of the race, talk me through that. What did you need to try to beat Cone there? We saw you pitting later than he would. You had the better tires at the end of the run, but you just on both runs there, it seemed like you just run out of time being able to catch him. Um, and especially at the end of the race, obviously ran out of laps. Talk us through what you were trying to do there. Were you kind of just stuck at having to do that, or were you hoping that you would be able to catch him quicker?
Well, I stayed out the that I was banking on the caution, and well, the caution never came, so I was just kind of I just stretched it out as far as I could, both runs, to you know get as fresh tires as possible and see how much I can gain. I mean, I still ended up where I started at with 3.3 behind, so I can't really say I lost anything, but I definitely didn't gain anything. But I love Dover. I love Dover. Well,
It might love
I'm
him just a
three.
bit more than Heathen for second place. Couldn't hear Heathen there say that, but he had to he made a little smart comment to Super Shifter. But Super Shifter did finish second, so I got to take up for him on that one.
Uh,
So
and I hope to see y'all tomorrow, and I hope to see y'all the rest of the season. We'll just see how things play out. No, I'm not talking about that. I'll text you.
but yeah, well, good finish though, runner up. Always seem to be up there, and if you're not winning, it's second and at worst third. It seems like for you. So um, good run as always, man, and we will we'll talk to you later on. Then appreciate the interview, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you. It's always good taking points away from that number. Crap, what is he in Xfinity? We'll just say he's
9.
The 9.
Sorry, couldn't see from the front.
Quick cussing.
He said something about waffles. I think he's hungry for some breakfast or something. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, he wants Super Shifters breakfast, if you know what I mean.
Well,
Oh, okay then.
you'll be getting second. Hey, you'll be getting.
He wants the sausages and everything.
Well,
Heathen, you'll be getting.
on that
The
note,
sausages and the cakes.
we will go
Heathen,
to
you're
our,
getting. You're getting the leftovers, Heathen.
No, I'm getting to that. Ethan, I'm getting to that. Ethan. On that note, we will go to our winner of the race here, who's been waiting and listening through all of this. Surfing Cone in that 11 car, bringing it home tonight. And I mean, you look strong all night, but really in that last stage, you played the strategy perfect. I questioned pitting early at first. I wondered how that was going to work out for you on that first time you did that, but once you did it there on that final stop, how it worked out for you the first time, I thought you were going to be in a good spot. You had 7 or 8 seconds up at one point on Super Shifter, and he did close to 3, but just ran out of time. I mean, it worked out, like I said, perfect for you. And just talk us through that. Was that a plan there going into the end of the race? And yeah, just talk us through that. Was your car as good as it possibly could have been? Did you struggle with anything tonight?
Car was pretty much good all race. At one point, I had the adjustment a little off, and thankfully, Heathen reminded me, and I got those adjustments back. And he wasn't happy about it, but he helped me remind me to go back on my adjustments because I made the car looser at the end of the second stage for that short run or first stage, whichever one it was. And I loosened it up there, and it was a little bit too loose for the first run, but then we had that caution, and I fixed it. So that was good. And in the third stage, yeah, I try to always short pit just so that I can have a clean pit road entry. The short pitting, I don't think is what gained me all the time. I think it was honestly the pit entry. And because on the pit stop, on that first pit stop in stage 3, I had nose damage, and I still was able to get, like, I think it was 3-second gap. So anyway, yeah, car was really good all night. I had a little trouble passing, but that's just Dover. And I've had a good car, fun racing, honestly. One of the better Dover races I've ever been a part of. So
Absolutely, I would say it was a great one up here in the booth as well. Keep going back to that 4 wide stage 2. That, I mean, it was some crazy race between all you guys tonight, and for the majority of it, I felt like it was pretty clean. So I give it to everyone there. And Cone, you just keep impressing this year, man. Clicking off another win, and I mean, it just seems all these guys feel that way. They're trying to beat you right now. They've got you on their radar marked as the one to beat when you're in the field. So, you know, that says something about how fast you've been lately. And you know, I think for the truck series, they feel like, you know, they don't have to worry about that. I know you got to normally back out of that one, but at least when you do finish, it's normally you're in the battle for the win. So, got to give you credit there, man. You're definitely quick. So congratulations on another one, brother.
yeah, thank you.
All right.
I was going to mention something, but okay. Oh. I've only got 5 more races left before I'll be quit backing out of trucks. So just wait for that.
All right. So 5 more races. Okay, and then you will be you'll be in there without backing out. Yeah, and I think couldn't hear it on stream here, but at least one driver was a little bit upset about that. The driver of that 17 truck, Heathen. I heard him in the
what you're
background.
talking about. You heard nothing. The stream heard nothing. Honestly, the entire time.
No, the stream heard nothing, but if they could, if they could. But,
Also, Flash, I have a question. If you were racing in CRL,
uh-huh.
to beat
Your audio
this,
is included here, right?
yes.
Okay.
To beat the hacker, How would you beat him?
Um,
Hacker being Cone, by the way.
well, I guess hack better
Slide
than he
job.
does then.
Slide job! Slide job!
The
The memories.
But make sure you clear them.
Nah.
I would.
Mhm.
Well, the old saying goes, "Do the opposite of what the leader does." I would be doing that more
So
often.
don't hack?
But I mean, Super Shifter basically did that tonight, and it just still really didn't work out as for the win, obviously. So I don't know. I mean,
Well,
I don't know. Everybody says practice helps, but you can only practice but so much.
No, it doesn't.
I mean,
Do I practice?
well, I don't know. You're
practice.
a special case there, Heathen. Everyone knows that, but
I don't know what the hell practice is.
yeah,
I can tell you.
special,
Beat me.
emphasized special, but
Wrecking
I can't
Cone,
take-
that's how you beat him.
I can tell you
Heathen.
how to beat me. Just wait till my internet screws up.
Make
Or
them
even
loose.
falsely
Yes!
accuse me of lagging.
Lag!
Yeah.
Just falsely
Lag!
accuse me of lagging. I have no
Be
way
like-
to disprove it.
be
so.
like he's lagging
You just-
everywhere.
Or just do what I do. Just make them loose on the inside.
Every time I crash, just be like, wow, that servant code, that lag was so bad. He
No, Flash, your
caused me to
your
crash.
wrecking is only on pit road, so I don't want to hear you talk about that. That's all your own damn fault.
Hey, no.
He wasn't the only one that wrecked in the pit road tonight.
Yeah, Chevy did. I almost did. The last pit stop, I almost died.
Uh,
Well, Cone, thank you for the interview and congratulations once again on the win.
Okay.
So I guess tomorrow night being Kansas, you probably will have to back out again. But I still look for you to be pretty quick there before that. And yeah, like you said, 5 weeks you won't be having to. So that's news to the
Yeah, I'll take
competition here.
Take a page out of Heathen's book. Tomorrow night I'm going to take away as many points as I can from that 17 truck. So
Yes!
until I have to back out. So
double team.
anyway, I would say this. Thanks, Heathen. I'm just glad to put everything behind us if we can. So I enjoy talking to you when we're not arguing.
Oh no, screw that.
I
17
think
truck.
I think Train feels the same way in a lot of ways.
Dude, if you're not arguing with Heathen, you're not racing them hard enough. We
I was gonna
argue
say,
while we're side by side.
Did
Did Train fall asleep?
When do you stop unincluding your audio? It's making me look like I'm talking to a ghost.
Well,
Jesus.
you don't want that included.
I
audio's
don't want
always
that part
included
included, but
flashes,
like,
so.
sorry, Cone. Do what now?
Said my audio's always included. So
Yeah.
if you need somebody to talk to,
Thank you.
Mine
Yes,
too.
thank you. And yes, thank you to Christian. All right. On that note, guys, again, tomorrow night is Kansas, 10:30 Eastern, and we will record the podcast following that for its return after 2 weeks off. We will have that for you Sunday afternoon with our special guest. As long as it goes good, we should have Just Blaze on the podcast, and that will be...
We're energized. We're
Now,
back, energized.
I could say it might end up on a political conversation. We're going to try not to, but I can't promise
hell
anything.
no.
We're going to try to keep it NASCAR, but with Blaze, it's always a surprise. So,
The Blaze, it's gonna end up with drugs and how slavery was a thing back in the day. It just turned to
it
something
could
like
be an
that.
interesting conversation, that's for sure. But we are looking forward to that, though. We want to have him on for a while. It's going to be a good conversation. I feel like it might be a long podcast.
You know, he actually yelled. You know, he actually yelled at me, by the way, because he wasn't on before. Everybody else was on from before someone was on from PSCS. You know
yeah,
that?
I'm sure he did.
Because he think his cup championship, was the, here's the thing for the podcast. Nah, we love Blaze. Me and Blaze have a love-hate relationship, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be a fun podcast.
Yep, yes, it will. Looking forward to it. Just want to thank all the admins as usual. Congratulations again to Serving Cone on his win. Want to thank Party for all he does. Also, and want to also thank Train for being in the booth tonight with me as always. And
He was here.
on that note, guys, we will close it out. We will see you tomorrow night for the trucks at Kansas, 10:30 Eastern again. Just want to remind you. So y'all have a good night and a good start to your weekend tomorrow. It is Friday, time to celebrate and see some racing this weekend, virtual and in real life. Y'all have a good night. Thank you, guys.
Much love.